post-match interview here at the Erie following today's 1-0 win over Hertford. Skip, start with you. It's just nice to be back on the winning trail. It seems like forever since we've done a post-match interview, and yeah, I think it's been 8 games without a win, so must be absolutely delighted to be back on the winning trail today.
Well, I was buzzing with the win until you said it was 8 games. I said now. We beat Kempston in there somewhere, at least.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. We've worked hard today. I think we've got in the group, in the squad. There's enough ability. We just haven't. We've been outworked in games, which has been the bit of the thing that's probably got most of us down. Management side made a couple of poor decisions in games in there as well, so we can take some of the blame. So you don't just look at the players, but today we've made some changes today. They played well. I mean, Hertford have had plenty of ball in that first half, as you mentioned off camera, and didn't really open us up, and any chances were all from distance. But the way Alep's been going, they've been flying in the top corners, taking deflections and all sorts. So yeah, we've worked hard today and we've deserved that today, and so you just feel a lot better about yourself. And now you start to look at a run of fixtures and you start to think, rather than thinking where's our next win coming from, you can actually start to think, well, we can pick up points from them and them. So yeah, but individually some fantastic performances. I thought the back four were outstanding today. Mistakes were very, very minimal, but I will say pick out young Rio, Peter Holmes, who got man of the match, who I thought those two, their work rate was unbelievable, and Bondi up top has worked his socks in the ground again. So it's those three have set this example and people have followed, and yeah, and the good thing, I think, we actually played well in the second half. My concern was when it was 1-0, did we go into a shell? Do we start to freeze because we haven't won for a while? Do we start to panic? Do we start defending the edge of our box, doing all the things that you tend to do when confidence is slightly low? But I thought we played some of a good. I thought the football second half we was very, very good at times, and we created enough chances really to we should have scored 2 or 3. A win's a win. All happy.
Absolutely, Dave. Was it just a case of back to basics today? As I say, we've had a difficult 2 or 3 games where possibly things haven't maybe gone for us in some games, and we've given some poor goals away in others. But it was I felt like it was a real sort of dogged, gutsy performance about us today. And I think sometimes when you do dig deep like that, sometimes that's what gets you your rewards in a tight game.
Yeah, we spoke today, and we mentioned it after the game, the last couple of games, and just the goals. You know, people watch our goals; they're avoidable. Most of them are avoidable. Even the York City goals were avoidable. So, and we've just not been doing the basics right. Really, the basics have been poor. You know, we're not prepared to run with our men. We're not prepared to dig a little bit. Some players have not been prepared to go into tough areas and you know, and go beyond. You know, whatever percentage they're putting in, and work damn sight harder with it. And today they did, and that's what I said at half time. I said, look, some of you have gone into areas today you haven't done for weeks. And by that I mean they've gone through pain barriers, worked into areas, closed people down, chased people down, stopped them playing where we could. We set it up well to you know, to obviously try and affect what they're doing, because they're such a good football team, and credit to them, they always are. They come and play their stuff. But first half, our goal was outstanding, the way we picked it off.
I sort of said to Skip off camera, I felt like the first 25 minutes, I felt like we really struggled to get any sort of cohesion or rhythm to our play, to impose it on them. And it seemed like they had lots of the ball, but when I had to do my sort of brief report from them on e-paper afterwards, I was scanning through the tweets and thinking, they had lots of the ball, but they didn't create too many opportunities that hurt us, did they?
And I think, look, we've done that to sides, so it's one of those that we know how good they are with the ball. We know they're going to have a lot of it. We were low on confidence, so there's a little bit of that. And of course, we've dug in for early on in the game, and yes, they've had a lot of ball. George has not had to make any saves. not going to say they had to claim things and what have you, but the couple of long range shots they've had have gone over. They had one where I think it was maybe the 8 that got himself in the box, didn't take his shot. That was probably their best chance, and he delayed, and we got back to him. But then I say, changing it around, we've been in games where we've been playing really well, as you know, on a good run, and then you come up against a side who are possibly like us at the time, just a little bit low in confidence. And the longer the game went, we grew in confidence, and I think that was the thing. I think we went 5, 10, 15 minutes, and we've not conceded, and Hertford have not got a goal. And normally in that position, we've conceded something cheap along the way. And I just think we just grew from it, and that was important. And as the half went on, we set up to nick them, and pinch balls off them. And when we did on the break, we were very good. Bondi's had a shot the keeper saved, and we've made 1 or 2 opportunities that, like they have, that where they've managed to get a block in or something. So I thought we just grew into the game and played well. We come in at half time at 1-0. It's rare that we come in the last few weeks, obviously, where we've come in front. We've come in, we've given all the praise they deserve, and in second half, I thought we played really well. As Skip said, I felt we made some good opportunities second half. Charlie, and again, where that little bit of luck don't go, just when Charlie charges the goalkeeper.
That's exactly what I said on my tweet. How's your luck?
Yeah.
I mean, he's read that back pass.
Yeah.
And the ball's just flicked up straight into the
it does, and then the other week when it happens to us, they both go back into our net. So it's just how it's going. But maybe we turned it in our favour. Maybe the tide will turn. I felt like we had a little bit of luck right at the death where they swung the free kick, they swung across into the far post, and their player managers had a free header with another one coming in behind him. Yeah. And he's headed it into the ground straight at yeah,
so maybe it's just that little bit of luck that we
maybe,
needed.
But there was still green shirts his way. He's going to still be, and Ben's a great header of the ball, but I still think he's still got some work to do to get it past what was in front of him. But I remember the incident. But yes, you're right. He got around the back, and thankfully for a change, he stuck it in the side net, I think, and that probably was the end of them, if I'm honest with you. But obviously when we get 5-6 minutes of injury time, obviously you sink a little bit deeper because you know how important 3 points is. But and when you're as managers in that period, your heart rate's going up and down like a lunatic. But the truth is, if we watch it on VO now, you'd probably say that other than that, they didn't put us under too much. I felt, and I'm trying to think of the assistant on the side. He was getting very frustrated with some of the decision making they made. So you could see the pressure was on them for a change, and because of the pressure being on them, thankfully today they made 1 or 2 wrong choices, which normally, unfortunately, that's been us for a few games, but today we've got them all right. So if Tottenham can lose now, it'd be a great weekend.
That's why they're like.
Skip, obviously no Adam Hunt today. What can you tell us about him? Is he likely to be out for a while, or is it just a knock?
It's precautionary. It's a muscle injury. Don't want to give too much away, but he'll be a few weeks. I would have thought. We don't want to rush him back. He's such an important player, and he needs to come back fully fit. We've learned in the past, I don't know, 10 years doing this. If you rush somebody back, it doesn't do anybody any good. So we'll assess him week by week. He's had some physiotherapy today. You'll see Amy again in the week, and we'll assess that. So he might be available next week, but might not. The chances are it'll be a couple of weeks, I would have thought. But we thought the same about Pat, and he's just come back, played 1 game, run 10k, and now just done an all but man of the match performance today. But we were told he was going to be missing for 6 weeks, 3 weeks ago. So you can't trust these physios. Make their own assessments. Roll the dice. That's what we'll do.
Is there any other player news to report, Dave? Like, so we've got a few on the treatment table at the minute. So what's the latest with those?
Yeah, so I think Ethan could possibly make next Saturday, which will be a bonus because we've probably missed his legs. George Mundy at Cambridge, who was loaned to start the season. In fact, I think he got the winner in 2 of the FA Cup games. Had a big problem. He's just started playing for Cambridge, and unless they change their mind, Cambridge are going to send him back to us. They've reassured me of that. And Alex, albeit it will be January, is getting himself into good nick. And one thing with Alex, when he comes back, he'll be spot on, and all of a sudden we'll have more options going forward, because we are running on 2 natural forwards and probably just Lee in the 10, and it's so to get those 2 will make a massive difference to us, and obviously if we can find someone along the way, be great. But yeah, look, they're getting closer. You know, we won today 1-0. We played the one lad up top. We played, you know, a shape that suited around him, and we've got ourselves a win, and we could be in a position to maybe get another one quite soon, and then things will change. I think then there'll be a bit more confidence. I think, because it's just that, you know, when you're sitting there and we've had to put out games with, you know, as many defenders and midfield players, we've not got a lot of other choice. You know, and stay on the bench. If you turn around and look at the bench, we had defender, and a defender. So we didn't have too many players we could change. That's a lie. We had Temi, so that's actually a lie. We just had Temi as a positive change, and the others were, you know, blocking up holes and filling gaps. In no disrespect them, but we were winning the game, so we weren't going to change defensive players.
Excellent stuff, gents. Well, we look forward to, with all them defensive options, we look forward to the back 10 at next weekend's game against Berkhamsted. And yeah, enjoy the evening. Good to be back on the winning trail. And yeah, we look forward to hopefully more of the same in the coming weeks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.